Hi there. It's been a while. Haven't seen you in a spell, as they say. Well, yeah, I haven't recorded a video in a few months, and a few months is me being a little bit conservative. But now you can see, or maybe you can't tell, I don't know. Anyway, the bar is now done. The countertop is in, everything's finished or about close to being finished, and I figured now is probably a good time to make another video. So you're probably thinking, Kyle, what's on the menu for today? Well, don't worry, fam, I got you. And something a little bit different. Do my best Price is Right model impression here. We've got something maybe you've never seen before, or maybe you have. It's hard to say. Either way, it's Spicebox Chocolate Whisky. I noticed this actually as an add-on at the in the little box at the local liquor store when you're making your way out to the counter or to pay. And I passed by it on the first time because I kind of was hesitant, like chocolate whiskey, like that's either going to be really good or really bad. So I asked somebody, and they're like, the first person I asked had no idea how it was, and then the other person had only ever mixed it with cola. So I took a pass on it, and then again, I was there about maybe a month ago, and I saw it again, and it was only on for, I think, about $15 Canadian. So I figured, why not? You only live once, even if it is forever. And I just pulled the trigger. And you know what? I wanted to open it, but I thought, no, I'm thinking of the viewers, all 2 or 3 of you watching out there in TV, YouTube land. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to crack this sucker open on video so you can see my honest impression. So if it is absolute swill, you'll know. Or if it is unbelievable, you'll also know. So let's, before I open it, I'll just read you briefly what it says on the back, because I don't want this to be a super long video. It says, Spicebox was inspired by a crafty Canadian bootlegger who smuggled contraband cargo across the border in wooden spice barrels. Used cocoa barrels were prized for aging and transporting contraband whiskey. Interesting. By filling empty cocoa barrels with the finest rye whiskey, our Canadian entrepreneur, I like that. I'll tell you a story about that word later, discovered that the cocoa seasoned barrels were infused the rye whiskey with a decadently rich dark chocolate flavor. With proper maturing, the marriage of spicy rye and rich chocolate developed into what can only be described as extraordinary whiskey. Enjoy Spicebox Chocolate Whisky straight up on the rocks or with your favorite cola.
I guess I'm just...
And discover the exceptionally smooth taste of Prohibition-style rye whiskey. Canadian rye whiskey with dark chocolate. Barrel aged for a minimum of 3 years. Or, if you're a fan of Quentin Tarantino, 3. Or was it? No, sorry. Shows how much of a fan I am. I always forget that. It was this. I also would have died in that tavern, by the way. So, let's get into it. Also, I'm filming this on my iPhone instead of the other ones where I filmed them on a DSLR. I wanted to see what the difference would be. Hopefully the sound is okay and it's not too bad on the built-in mic. Figured, why not? Try it out. It smells really nice, actually. That's a healthy dram. Oh man, this smells like hot chocolate. Wow. That smells like a really premium hot chocolate, not some garbage cheap powder that you mix with hot water that you get at school on a cold day that tastes like cardboard. That smells really good. That smells like something at a high-end ski chalet in the Swiss Alps that comes with marshmallows that you don't have to pay extra for. Wow, that smells really good. All right, here's the moment of truth. Okay, That's way better than I could have expected. And I'm not just pulling your leg for the video. That's unbelievable. That's very good. Actually, this here, Screwball, the peanut butter whiskey. I don't know if you've heard of it or not. I've had it a few times. I find when, like, if you're comparing it to something like this flavored whiskey, this Screwball, which is the peanut butter, Screwball in this size, like the little airplane bottle size, very good. But I was over at somebody's house recently, and someone brought it over in like a full 750. And if you have it once or twice, like in a rocks glass throughout the night, you get really sick of it really fast. This, I don't think would be as artificially sweet as the Screwball was. It kind of had, Screwball I found just had that, like, you could tell it wasn't, when you have more of it than just those tiny bottles, it tastes more fake. This, I mean, obviously I'm just having it right now, so, but I genuinely think you could have this throughout the night and not be sick of it. It just tastes natural. It doesn't taste fake like the Screwball. That's very nice. Yeah, and what I was going to say about the entrepreneur, side story here. I remember working in retail years ago, and we used to sell these parajumper PJ jackets that were influenced by the parajumpers who worked out of Alaska. And they had these hidden zipper pockets, and I remember being in a staff meeting when we first got them. This was back in like 2008. Shout out to Harry Rosen. Anyway, one of the people were asking, what are you going to put in there? Like, what are you going to carry in these weird pockets? Because they had these small pockets, and I don't have the jacket anymore. I sold it. But anyway, it had these pockets that were slightly, and this was the era of flip phones. Like, I think the iPhone 3G had just come out or was new, whatever it was in 08. But so you couldn't put the iPhone in these pockets, and there were two of them, like one here and one here. And I had an LG flip phone, and it didn't even fit in there. So it was like, what can you put in these tiny pockets that are inside this large flap that had a zipper? And then someone piped up, oh yeah, all the drug dealers are going to use it. And then one of the managers was like, hold up. Entrepreneurs. We don't discriminate around here. And so ever since then, whenever I hear the word entrepreneur, especially used in this, I think of him. So shout out to Brad for being all-inclusive before it was cool to be all-inclusive. But yeah, this is very nice. I'm gonna have to do more experimenting with this over ice, and maybe, just to play devil's advocate, I might mix just a couple drops with some cola. But yeah, no, I definitely recommend this. This is very nice. This smells unbelievable. If you could put this in like a room diffuser or just like an open bowl and use it to like aerate your room, I would do that. This is exceptional. Product of Canada. Spicebox Whisky, Montreal, Quebec. Never heard of them. Either way, this was definitely worth the $15. I guess a full-size bottle would be $30, I guess. And that's Canadian. I would definitely recommend this. If you find it, I say pick one up. I definitely think you'll enjoy it, especially if you're trying to go for the ski vibes or something on a cold day. Actually, that'd be really good on the hill. Forget the Fireball or the Baileys. Although Baileys, I'm pretty much a sucker for the salted caramel on the hill or a really good scotch. But try this. Might be something different. Anyway, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.